Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I am doing a 2-year like anniversary. Hey. Y'all don't even know. Whenever I first started growing my hair, I would just go like I had hair and it was probably like, I don't know, that short. My husband and I, well, let me back up a little bit. My natural hair journey probably started, let's see, my son was born in 2013, so in 2012. So I've had natural hair for 5 years now, and my lock journey started 2 years ago. So my husband, who is also my best friend, and I have all of these jokes because he knows how many natural hair videos I watch, and he's always like, girls are always like, lint check. He thought that I was saying lint check, but I was saying length check. But anyway, so my hair is 2 years, and it actually made 2 years like a week ago, but I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to really film a video like I wanted to. So I'm going to do like a picture slideshow at the end of this. I won't make this too long, but my hair is 2 years old now, and it's definitely changed over time. I have 3 sections where I had to put locks together. Right here, over here, and then I have one that I put together a long time ago. You can kind of tell, but yeah. So I'm just so excited. I don't even know what to say. Lid check. No, okay. So whenever I started my hair, why did I start my hair? I had natural hair for a while. I liked the idea of how I looked with braids and twists and things like that. And once I had my son, like, it was just really hard for me. I never really was consistent with going to a salon when I had loose natural hair. So, that's kind of expensive, one. And two, once I had my son and I was working full time, it just seemed like it was a lot of work, a lot of maintenance to try to twist at night, untwist in the morning. I don't really like that. So I like the idea of how I looked with like locks or braids and things like that. And then I also love the idea of having a really low maintenance hairstyle. And my husband has locks. Like I said in a previous video, he's always encouraged me to start locks. He's like, if you would have started whenever I told you, your hair would be so much longer. But however, we're here now, and I absolutely love them. In my natural hair journey in my life, I feel like it's been one of the best decisions that I've made. I love the low maintenance of it. I love the way I look, and the first year was tough. I'm not even gonna lie. Because whenever I had relaxed hair, I had my hair cut really short. So I've been used to seeing myself with short hair before. It wasn't anything new. But I was transitioning into a new job and everything around the time that I started my locks. So it did make me more aware, especially when I went on job interviews, of how people may look at me. And it's so sad that I even thought that way, or you may feel like you have to think that way whenever you have natural hair or you have locks, that things could possibly not go in your favor because of how you look. But over this period of time, over these 2 years, I completely stopped worrying about how people look at me. And I mean, it started when I did the big chop in 2012, but for sure now, 5 years later, I'm like totally beyond how people look at me, how people view me, because at the end of the day, they don't know me. You don't know my struggle, so you can't knock my hustle. Is that what Labusi says? Like, you really don't know anything about me. So for someone to have a negative thought about my hair or to think differently of me just because of the way I look, that is so stupid. Like, I'm already black. Like, it's enough being black, and then you have to be black and worry about how people view your hair in corporate America. Like, it's stupid. So I don't care. And I just kind of feel like if anybody is prejudging me based on how I look, my skin, my hair, well, then that's just an arena that I don't need to be in. And that's just as simple as that. So, whenever I started my locks, I was transitioning for jobs. I was interviewing different places and things like that. And I got hired at Victoria's Secret. I no longer work there now, but I got hired at Victoria's Secret as a merchandise supervisor. And I think I started my locks in May. I was hired in October, May, June, July, August, so 5 months. They weren't that long. They didn't have much shake. They don't have as much shake as they got now, sister. No, they didn't have much shake. But I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and apply. I ended up getting hired. And let me tell you something. The one piece of advice that I can give anyone when they're growing out locks that are like starting from like little baby locks, just let them grow. Don't put too much emphasis on retwisting. Don't put too much emphasis on anything. Just let them be. Let them grow. You know, oil your scalp, wash your hair. Don't overwash, and let them grow. The best thing that I did was I left them alone. And like I said, I started working at Victoria's Secret at the end of October, so it was right before the holiday. To be honest, I did not retwist my hair from the time that I started until like after January of the next year. Because I had gotten so busy with work. Being a merchandise supervisor, I was working from like 6 a.m. to 3 or sometimes 5 a.m. to 2. And then I have my son. So I was spending time picking him up from daycare, spending time with him. I have a husband, you know, just trying to balance everything. And the hair was just something that I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw this little beanie on. It's black. I work in the back of the house anyway. And I'm going to just let it do what it do. And by the time I consistently started retwisting it, and let me back up a little bit, because from the time that I started them until like 4 months or 5 months right before I started working at Victoria's Secret, I was going and getting them maintained. But that was another part of that. The lady that I went to, well, she's my friend, but she's a lady. My friend Jasmine, who started my locks for me, she's on Style Seat. And you know, nowadays all these salon owners or hairdressers have Style Seats where they spend one-on-one time with the client. But because of that, it makes them very limited into, especially if they're high in demand, it makes their schedule a little bit more limited. So it was one of those things where every time I would go to get my hair done, she either had something going on or I had something going on, and we just kept missing each other to the point where I was just like, forget it. I'll get it retwisted after the holiday season when things have slowed down for her and for me. So from there, like that following January, I started getting my hair retwisted by her. And I think I might have stopped going to her at around 6 months or 7 months, because by that time my hair had gotten to the point where I could retwist it myself. And also in like February of 2016, I found out that I was pregnant. So that also might have given me a little more length with the increase of vitamins and everything else that I was taking. Okay, so my phone just cut out, said I had maximum recording time or something, so I deleted some things in order to finish. So anyway, I got pregnant around February of 2016. So like I said, I think that the increase of vitamins and everything else, that also helped my hair grow over the time. And by that time I was doing my own maintenance on it. So things that I use in my hair. Some things that I use in my hair, which I feel helped a lot. I'm not sure if you all are familiar with Yanni Locks. I think that's her name. I'll try to find her channel and then link some of her videos in this video. She said that you should really minimize the amount of things that you put in your scalp, as far as products and things like that. And like I said, for about 4 or 5 months of the beginning of my lock journey, I only got my hair retwisted once a month, if that. I used lock gel. My stylist Jasmine, she was very cautious, and not cautious, but like she's very mindful of the amount of product that she would put in my hair. So I feel like I didn't have that much product buildup. I too am not that heavy handed when it comes to putting product in my hair. Yanni also suggests that you oil your scalp with rose water and vitamin E oil. So for sure, throughout my pregnancy, those 9 months, I always had that on deck, and it kept my scalp very moisturized. From time to time, I feel like my locks are just super dry, and it's normally whenever I need to wash my hair. But I keep my scalp oiled. I spray some water. I spray some oil. If I don't get a chance to wash it like I want to, that's all I do. Spray some water, put some oil, and I let it just do its thing. I make sure to take my vitamins every day. I try to drink as much water as I can, and that also has a correlation into how dry your hair may get. So maybe if you're not having enough water intake, it could be the reason why your hair is dry. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. What else? As far as my lock gels that I use, I'm a fan of this one particular one, and of course I cannot remember the name of it, and I am also out of it right now. So yeah, can't really help you on that. But I mean, it's one of those things where it's just kind of trial and error if you're just starting your hair out, or even if you've had hair for a while and you feel like you need to switch up your routine or your products. Just kind of trial and error. Just make sure you don't use a lot of whatever it is, so you don't have a lot of product buildup. I love the fact that whenever I started my hair, I had dyed hair, and my locks have grown out, so they still have a little bit of the color, but a lot of it I actually snipped off, like especially in the back. I don't believe I have any colored tips in the back anymore. Because I have a habit of like pulling any little bead thingies, like, let's see if I can show you. This one isn't too bad, but if it gets too thin, like that, I will pull it off. It's just a habit of mine. What else do I have to say about my hair? I feel like I'm doing this, I do all of my videos kind of not pro bono, that's not the right phrase, but I kind of do all of my videos off the top of my head whenever I have time to do it, and then after I post it, I'm like, I should have said this, or I should have said that. But overall, oh yeah, after pregnancy, so post-pregnancy, I feel like I had some post-pregnancy hair loss up here, because like I said, I don't retwist my hair that often, once a month, if that. Sometimes I go almost 2 months before retwisting it. And I feel like right in this area, I had some hair loss on both sides, which is why I had to combine these locks. So, I don't know, hopefully it grows out. But I feel like overall, my scalp is pretty healthy. The only thing I don't really like about my locks is in a couple of them, I've got like some lint that's stuck in there. And I try to tie I do my best of tying my hair up at night, but sometimes whenever I get off of work, I just lie down and I don't really care. And being that they're at the tips of my locks, I know that this started like whenever I first started growing my hair out, more than likely. So I eventually may just dye it. My husband was like, the only way you're gonna get rid of that is if you dye it black. So I'm thinking about dyeing it, but I really do like the little nitbits of color at the tips, because it reminds me of whenever I started my lock journey. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll have some videos in the future maybe on that type of stuff. But other than that, if growing locks are something that you've been contemplating and something that you really want to do, I say just try it. I mean, it's just hair. That's how I look at, like, once I decided to grow out my natural hair and do the big chop, I was like, you know what? It's just hair. Grow back. So if you decide to do it, you can always comb them out if it's not too early, or you could cut it off and just grow your hair out again. It's no big deal. I don't really put too much pressure on that type of stuff anymore now that I'm getting older. So that's pretty much all I have to say about my hair. Ooh, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Child, I am so dramatic when it comes to all my family and my friends. They already know. I think my phone is ringing right now. Anyway, like I was saying, my phone is ringing. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Hopefully I can edit it out. That's the end of this video. I'm going to put some pictures, have a picture slideshow of how my hair has grown over the years. I hope you all enjoy. Please like, rate, subscribe to my channel. Leave me some comments if you have any questions or you want me to do a video on certain things. You guys be cool. I'll be filming some more videos today. I'll probably have the same shirt on, so whatever. Y'all take it easy. Be blessed. Bye.
Hey YouTube! Like I'm trying to get it for when I do start my own thing. Hi YouTube. Lint check. Hold on. Baby, can you hold the camera for me?
Why don't you turn on the other lamp?
No, because I'm just having fun right now. Lint check. This is 3 months in.
I thought you were saying lint check.